We're out here today to ensure our constitutional rights are respected by those that swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. This is a public service.
So you know kids had to put their little hands on that.
How long do they do the system for? They're okay. But 99%. How you doing? Good, very good. How are you? Good, good.
Conducting an interview?
Huh?
It's two cops.
No, civil lawyer and that kind of, like a CSO thing. I think it's funny that they always tell you they can never release and give you out like police employee photographs, you know?
Yeah.
Here they are.
Oh, that's the officer of the year in there, isn't it?
No, I don't think so.
Not even there. That was 2 years ago. Hey, how you doing? Can I request records here? Okay, great. Does Deland have body cams?
They do.
Okay. Did you want to write it down or?
What would you like?
I want to request the last 3 redacted and released body cam footages from Deland.
Is there a specific incident or date or?
Just the last 3
Okay.
that were redacted and released,
You know that trick?
so that way it doesn't cost me any money.
Redacted or released
The
to
public,
media or public?
whoever, doesn't matter. Yeah, as long as it's redacted and released, so it don't cost me nothing.
And you guys use evidence.com, right?
I believe so. That's
Oh.
not my department.
Yeah, if you do, I think every edit is a layer and it stays in there for indefinite until the retention period. So.
I think you got a delivery here too.
Okay, we'll take care of it once it's done.
What she said.
We'll take care of it one thing at a time.
That's weird. Government usually can't multitask. I don't get it. There's one here.
Is the lieutenant available to speak? I wanted to speak with the supervisor too. Yeah, Lieutenant, I was just wondering about panhandling here in the city. So I know you guys have an ordinance. I know what the ordinance entails, but what I haven't been seeing is the aggressive, I guess, part of it. Like if someone's aggressively doing it, then it's able to be approached, you know? We were just at the city manager's office. We talked with the assistant manager, Mike, and we told him we were going to be going around, we're going to be panhandling and making sure that the law as it's laid out is followed exactly and what's allowed. You know, panhandling obviously is not a crime, it's free speech by the Supreme Court. And I've noticed some of the intersections. Is there like markings, is there like a free speech not allowed zone marked off so that people don't, because it said like 50 feet or something of each end. Okay, okay.
Getting those marked, so it has to go through DOT because of roadways.
Okay.
Actually, that was discussed yesterday at a meeting I was in, where the process of getting it put out as we speak.
Okay, because right now as it is, no one would know if they pass that barrier, right? I mean, are the cops carrying tape measures?
Justification of 50 feet.
Right.
It's most of the common sense of evidence.
Oh, you can gauge 50 feet by common sense? I'm just wondering because I can't. Well, I'm just asking because I cannot look and say, hey, this is definitely 49.5 feet, right? Can you do that? Right. What about the officers on the street making the arrest? Can they do that, or did you? Yeah.
Have you,
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, have you seen the payouts that Daytona Beach and Port Orange have been paying for the homeless? Yeah, 90,000 the other day. I think 115, and then one was 225 for homeless arrests. So we saw that we got some body camera that some of your officers have been arresting people like that, and we've got 3 other guys out there right now, and we're going to hit it harder than anybody else. Like, you guys swore an oath to the Constitution, I believe.
Did you need anything else for me to go check on? I'm gonna go work on this request.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, you need my email address.
Okay, we weren't sure how you wanted to receive it, and I'm
Yeah.
not allowed to ask you that, so.
Yeah, email's
wait
fine.
for you to tell me how you wanted to receive it.
Email's fine.
Okay, and what's your email address?
Patriot, Patriot, discussions, discussions, @gmail.com. Do you guys have like a PIO officer or somebody that would like speak for the department on such matters as
You can put a request to Lieutenant Millan's office.
Lieutenant Millan?
That's kind of his role, he does all the stuff.
Okay, yeah, because I want to come back and get like an interview and be able to ask some questions and get some answers. All right?
And then the Social Security arrest, I don't know if it's under investigation or not. Do you do IA or no? Yeah, I was watching that one too, and I was looking at, all the charges are dropped on that? 100%. Every one of the charges have been dropped on the guy that was arrested out there at Social Security office. What was the officer's name? You know?
I do know.
It's all right, don't worry about it. You know what I'm talking about. They arrested the 2 guys at Social Security for not running. O'Leary
Was one.
and
Ruiz was the supervisor that
Sergeant.
actually effectuated the arrest.
And the people didn't even sign the trespass authorization form. They didn't even sign it. They didn't want to, and your officer still arrested them. I mean, that is as tyrannical as can be. And this guy's a military vet. I don't know if you know his background or not. He came there to get off of Social Security disability because he was all said and done. And people don't wear masks. The other guy was arrested. He had stage 4 lung cancer, and he sat in the back of the car for a long time. I mean, like, what are you guys doing? Like, how do you guys treat human beings like this? Like, I don't get sad anymore when I see black bands on badges. It's pretty shitty when I do that because I know that so many people are violating people's rights like this. And I hope this guy sues, and I hope he takes whoever is in charge, whoever approved that report, and sues them personally. It's pretty sad. So, can you, as a lieutenant, you've been here for a long time. I don't know if you remember me. I used to ride motors and come over here all the time. Yeah, have fun. But I never remember it being like this. We never did stuff to people like this. Lie to them, falsely arrest them and do all this kind of stuff like this. It was never like this. And then we became a police state. And it just really is. I mean, the last time I came here, can't think of his name. He has a little hair like a peacock. He's a Lieutenant Hughes. That's who it is. You guys were out there with the sheriff's office when there was a shooting, detaining every single person coming down that street and forcing ID. How do you guys do this to people?
Wasn't there for that, I can't sit here.
They always say that.
I can't explain to you what occurred on that day.
I can. They detained everybody.
I can't explain to you what their reason for it was. I can't explain to you that call for service if I wasn't there.
Well, let me ask this then.
Yeah.
Because we hear that a lot, so, and that's, if you're not there, obviously you can't comment on it, that's fair, but let me ask this, because you can comment on this. What kind of training are we doing now for like First Amendment, like for say the Social Security office? Obviously it's a federal building, it's covered in part by federal law. Is there any training the officers are doing about First Amendment activities in the Social Security office? Have you guys done any of that?
As it relates directly to the Social Security office and the federal building.
Yeah, but there has been other First Amendment training?
I'd have to.
Because I know myself, I'm sure this gentleman, but I've been coming here to Deland and recording now for a couple of years. I had an officer in the parking lot confront me a couple of years back. I got like 100,000 views on that. I know people called you guys and displayed discomfort about it. So, this is years now that this has gone on. Has there been, like regular training or any training that you can like point to that I could like record request?
First Amendments, I'd have to look. I've been through so much in my career that, recalling what goes on every year, I'd have to go look through the files to be able to answer that.
All right. Well, if you could find out, if you let that lady know, she could email it to me, because I'd like to request what kind of training's going on so I could see.
Would it be to that same email address?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll forward put that over our training.
Yeah, just so I can see what kind of training's being done and offer constructive criticism, you know. We need police. We're not saying that, you know, but we want good police. We want police to obey the law and treat us with respect, you know. I understand a criminal, sometimes you got to treat them like a criminal, right? Because they're rough and they, you know, they try to get away and they, you know, they try to hurt you and stuff like that. I understand that, but rolling up on regular citizens like that, the homeless guy the other night, the guy was just hungry. You know what I mean? Like, we shouldn't be treating citizens like criminals and like dogs, you know. Just it doesn't look good. I already told the city manager it's not a good look, but you know, I wanted to come over here and tell you guys as well, it's just not a good look, you know. And that's what we want, right? We're Florida. Everybody wants to come on vacation. That's why we don't pay no state income tax, right? But if people see that, you know, people are getting mistreated down here, then people ain't gonna want to come, and then we're gonna have to start paying state income tax, and that's not good for me or you. Amen.
She's got everything you need. And
Yeah, I'm good there.
As far as the training stuff, I'll get that to our division over there, and they'll get that filled through that.
All right, thanks, LT.
Perfect. I've got a request also. I'm not sure if you want to have her come back out or if you want to take it
Depends
down.
on what you're looking for.
I've been trying to set up a meeting with the chief for a couple weeks now. I'm not getting return calls. I've left messages with his secretary, so you know, I'd just like to know what's going on. You know, I was trespassed from Social Security for not breaking the law, so you know, obviously I want to get that taken care of. I want to know what the possible justification for something like that is, because you know, it's chilling to the Constitution when you go in there to exercise your rights and you're trespassed from the building. I'm not sure if you've seen any of these videos that are out. You know, yeah, you should look. Maybe you should do a little more, man. You should look into what your officers are doing out there on the streets, because.
Let's go back to where you were, what you were trying to get accomplished before we get somewhere else. Talking about trying to get a meeting with the chief or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can, you know, whether it be your name, email address, how you contact
Yeah.
me, so I can get
Letters, LETTERS, of OF, Phocion, PHOCION.
CION
Yes, sir. And that's at Gmail.
at Gmail?
Yeah. And you know, I've sent emails and I've made phone calls and left messages. So, you know, I hope that something actually comes back. And you know, you just mentioned that you weren't aware, you know, when the last time that you've done First Amendment training or the officers have done First Amendment training. You know, there's 5 freedoms protected by the First Amendment. Do you know what those 5 freedoms are?
No, I've done a bunch of hurricane hardware.
What's that?
He just dumped on the ground.
I'm right here,
Once
though.
I said I was calling the cops.
You've said more words than it would have taken to tell me.
And you know, I didn't.
You realize that, right?
Anything, but he had taken my shit and left.
Can you understand how chilling that is to the Constitution? Your primary function is to honor your oath, to respect our rights. If you don't know what those rights are, it's chilling to the Constitution. And that's why we have people getting trespassed from Social Security. That's why we have people getting arrested for panhandling in the streets, because you guys don't know the goddamn law.
Driver's license, there's no money in it, but
We're not debating anything. I'm telling you what a problem is, sir.
when he dropped all the power tools.
I'm talking about something completely separate from that request right now. You understand that, right?
I followed a trail of tools right to his tent.
Again, what am I debating? See, this is the same conversation I had with Lieutenant Whittier on site at Social Security, that you're not going to debate something that I'm not debating. You guys swore an oath. Is that meaningless? Was your oath completely meaningless to you?
So I brought him back.
Do you know the 5 freedoms protected by the First Amendment? If you don't know those 5 freedoms, that oath is meaningless. It's meaningless. Yes, you can answer the question.
Because my truck's been.
You're not gonna honor your oath. You're not gonna honor your oath. Deland's made that really clear, and it's good to see that another lieutenant is out here willing to not honor his oath. The chief won't get back to me. He's clearly not willing to honor his oath. What the hell is going on in Deland?
Then I got to go to Social Security office.
This is ridiculous. I don't know what you guys think is going on here.
Try to remember, like, James Madison.
I'm not gonna go away.
Reach out to me.
You're more than welcome
Sir.
to carry on.
Can I please?
What can I do for you, sir?
I need to pick up a hard copy of last night my van was broken into.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need this as well, but I need to take the hard copy to the driver's license place so I can.
Same thing
Let 'em know
Lieutenant
it was
Whittier
stolen
gave you.
and
We're not
also
gonna
the
debate
security
it.
officer.
We're not debating,
I
I'm
have to
asking
go
you a
through.
question. It's not a debate.
They stole
It's a
my
question.
ID. Yeah.
And why do you want this
Should
guy's
be
ID?
Thomas Harney.
Get a report.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, ARNEY.
Unless it's active criminal investigation.
Yes, sir. I met with the detective also this morning, because I went back this morning to look for stuff and ended up finding the camp.
Man, this place
homeless
gets me
camp
heated up.
With some of my stuff there.
Yeah, just start
At
taking pictures
Chili's.
just for it. Oh, my phone's full, damn. I hate when this shit happens. I don't have any space. Yeah, it's a tough, we're battling a tough thing where the, panhandlers and doing that, and they violate.
Yeah, I understand.
But then you get people that steal like that, which sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, there's bad people in society of all makes and models, it don't matter.
I think the percentage that are bad here are probably about 60%.
and not only did they steal, they totally ripped the van. Like, I don't even know how they did it without anybody seeing them.
Jeez.
They just tore the whole inside of the van apart.
No cameras there?
Shit, and then there's no cameras there.
They have a charging port here if you need to charge your device.
Hell, I plug my phone in there.
They'll download it.
Hey, what's the name? You can watch everything on your camera, on your phone camera.
Gets.
I'm there with you guys on
Yeah,
what
I
you're
think
talking
so.
about.
I'm not sure if he's done.
You got more?
If that guy's coming back.
I don't know if he's coming back. He's.
I just gotta be to work at 5, that's why I had to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, man. I can definitely vent after you're done with your business.
Yeah, it's been no sleep last night.
Let's see what else is in the air, man.
Definitely not how I wanted to spend my day.
No, and they'll make it last longer than it needs to be too.
And less help than you deserve.
What the funny part is that I'm the one that freaking showed the detective where the damn place was. Like, I showed up there before, he was on his way there, the cop said, before I got there.
Were they at lunch?
Always.
Nah, he's grabbing a hard copy of a police report.
Are you guys all in line? or-
No, you can go ahead, sir.
I'm next.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, the detective was supposed to come there and just look around, because we did, me and the other 2 officers last night found a couple tools in the dark.
Yeah, hell yeah, just keep going back.
So I went back there when it was daylight to see if I could find anything else, and I ended up finding. But yeah, I'm the one, I should have been the detective in the case. I'm the one that found everything.
And we talk about it all
Well, I
the
didn't
time.
find everything, but I found out who did it.
So many people rely on the police for things, but they are very inept at a lot of stuff that they do.
Now, as soon as I walked around and seen the little camp and I seen buckets and shit that were out of my van,
You
I already knew exactly, that's when I called the cop. And the sucky part is they told me to go back to Chili's. I wanted to stay there and make sure he didn't run off, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and that's it, they'll hide the stuff, they'll put it somewhere where they can't find it.
Yeah,
and then
I
cops
searched the
keep
whole
digging the tent.
woods and all I could find was all this hurricane hardware.
Are we on camera?
Oh, yeah. That's a dumb
He might be
question.
recording. Yeah, there's cameras there, they got a big
Yeah, I mean,
360.
these guys.
Yeah, I always tape my interactions with government agents.
Oh,
Thank you very much. That's all I need to show.
You should
the
too.
Social Security office and the driver's
You should
license.
too.
Even if it's an audio in
Can,
your shirt pocket.
you wouldn't have to have the addresses for those, would you? I'm not really familiar around here. Sorry.
that's what I should have done yesterday.
Are you within here?
Huh?
Are you within?
Okay,
No, no,
can you write them down?
I gotta get a
Thank you.
picture for them.
Yeah. Always record, yep. Plus you can make money with it if you get popular enough.
Yeah. I don't know why the officer couldn't have given me something on the spot, that I had to come here and get a police report.
Well, they have to go through an
That's what I
approval
did.
process,
Yeah.
but they can at least give you a case number.
Yeah, give me a case number.
Yeah, they give you a card. But
Yeah.
Because they gotta make sure that when they send it to their supervisor, they don't have any inaccuracies and lies in there, and then they move it on like that.
Are you a cop?
I was.
Are you?
I was not
Here?
No, not here. I would never work in this place. This place is corrupt as can be.
That's, where'd you work at?
I don't usually give their information.
Okay.
I don't want them having retaliation.
Somebody coming after you, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do when you make
Yeah.
videos about police.
Yeah, they don't like, the government hates when you watch them,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know,
for sure.
But they can watch you though, huh?
every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Watch
That
it.
360.
Get my texts off my cell phone, just like Snowden said. I mean, they watch every movie
They
we
watch you take
make.
a piss in the morning.
I'm surprised they have it there, but that camera over there is the shorter one. It's an 8K 360. Like they can zoom in anywhere around here.
Right.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
You take pictures with it, still photos.
Yeah, I